Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 13 of Europa Universalis for as Malwa. Will episode 13 be unlucky for us? Let's hope not. In the last episode we managed to capitalise on a war that both Bermanis and VIII were involved in on opposite sides. Managed to grab some land from BarraCuda in that war. Some of it that I've taken for myself, some that I have given to my vassal. So it's made us both a little bit stronger. However, it does put us in an unfortunate position of having a coalition against us. It's not too bad at the moment. It's mainly VIII that is the big issue in that one. Bermanis can't join it at the moment because they have a truce with us, but they do have we only have 31 aggressive expansion with them actually, so we might not have to worry too much about Bermanis. It's a little bit disappointing that we've got these guys absolutely hating us. They are currently outraged, but I think we can probably do something about that. Yes, we have a lot of aggressive expansion with them. We liberated their province. They want some of our provinces. We will eventually eat those guys up. They are currently in the coalition, so we can't do too much about that. Now, we are involved in another war right now. This is actually a war that the Timurids started, and the Timurids are getting absolutely trounced up here. I'd love to go over and help them, but I just don't have any manpower. So I'm preparing for the possibility that we may well end up in a coalition or fighting a coalition war. So I'm just going to sit here and basically try and improve my manpower and get some manpower back and get some money. We can invest in an idea, which we've actually got two options here. So let's have a quick look at tech. We are ahead of time on military. We are falling behind a little bit on admin. But we can take the land maintenance modifier minus 5%. Let's go ahead and do that, because that will decrease our cost for maintaining troops, and it will also give us an extra 10% trade efficiency. We have fulfilled a mission apparently as well. This mission was to fortify Mandu and have at least 10 temples. This now gives us 100 admin power and 20 prestige. Thank you very much. We could do with both of them. We've got one more down here, which is to have at least 5 universities and a natural scientist advisor of skill of 3 or more. Minus 10% idea cost. Only for 20 years, though. It's not that great. I'm sure we will finish some more of these missions. We do still need BarraCuda to be owned by Malwa, or a non-tributary subject. And that will give us some permanent claims on a few more areas as well. And it wants us to invade Gujarat, so there's lots of cool stuff we can do. We do have some states that we can make. Again, most of these states aren't worth it for us because we don't control all of them, so it's a little pointless. We do still have some coring that we need to do. We did just get some free admin power, so... Oh, actually, no. I've got to remember, those two don't need coring. When we are not at war, we need to hand those two provinces over. In fact, actually, do I want to hand those two provinces over? My original plan was to take these two and hand them over to my vassal. But I really don't need to, because we do share a sea zone, so I can core them. They have claims on them, but they don't have cores on them, I don't believe. You have a core on them. Yeah, so I could just claim these for myself instead of handing them over. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's actually just take them for ourselves. I mean, yes, okay, I'm spending the admin power to core them, but they're going to be mine anyway, and we don't want IDAR or IDAR to get too big. I'm not going to spend any money on building province improvements because, like I said, I do want to save up in case the coalition does fire, especially as we are lacking in manpower. So we may need to be able to get mercenaries at some point. So it's well worth having the guys there. Okay, so it looks as though let's have a quick look here. Lose 2 war exhaustion. Yeah, that's nice. So I do forgive my momentary pause there. I was just checking to make sure I'm actually recording via the correct microphone because it looked like something weird was going on. You may hear some weird bleeps going right now, but nope, it looks like I am recording via the right mic. Okay, it's always worth checking. Right, so I don't want to lose any more men. We probably don't need a fort down here. Oh, we pieced somebody out, but we're not out of the war. Who got pieced out of that then? Timurids have low war enthusiasm. Karas just went up to high. They were low. Back down to medium. Oh, what's going... Oh, okay. Those cores are now completing. That's reduced our overextension, so all these things will help us out. So we want to try and get admin tech next, if we can. So our truce with Bermanis expires in 2 years, actually. It was a short truce because the truce with Bermanis, it was a white peace. So it was only a 5-year truce, and we actually pieced out with Bermanis before the war ended. Timurids will cede Bandar Langa to Mushasha. Timurids will cede Hamadan to Kara. So it looks like Timurids lost 2 provinces. Not too bad. They've got rebels to deal with now. Quite a few peasants, actually. So we've got a few things that we need to deal with. Really, Delhi, we need to deal with. Gorkha, we need to deal with. Who of these are in the coalition? So, Kumawan are in the coalition. We're currently trying to suck up to them to get them out of said coalition. Dang are also... I mean, these are like minor provinces, but the thing is, these are the dangerous ones. These are the guys that don't normally have any claim on us because they're not our neighbours. These are the guys that wouldn't normally ever be able to challenge us because they're really tiny. So these are the sort of guys that will trigger a coalition war because it's an excellent way for them to start a war against us. RaRaCantha haters, of course, RaRaCantha can't be in the coalition. So at the moment, the coalition is really just Vijayanagar, these 2 little guys up here, this guy here, Andhra, who we're also trying to improve things with, and these guys. This is Porbandar. Now, I would like to maybe try and grab some stuff from them. Of course, with them being in the coalition, declaring a war here would be a real risk. They do have a royal marriage with Vijayanagar. I'm still hoping that Vijayanagar get involved in a war with somebody else. Their war with Bermanis is until 1509, so it's going to be a while before we can use that one again. Now, I still don't know whether or not to let that royal marriage lapse with Jampur. We still have the alliance there, and I would like to start taking some stuff from Jampur, but I don't think now is the right time to be declaring a war, so let's go ahead and take the royal marriage for now. I would like to take some stuff from Delhi. Delhi have a very annoying alliance network with Sindh and Bermanis, so we definitely need to look for inroads that we can make. We do have some potential rebellions. Got a couple on 60%. We'll just keep drilling until they get low enough to really worry about. Jampur are getting beaten by separatists over here. So this province could break away from Jampur. And this is one of the reasons why I was thinking about actually going to war with Jampur, because they're just not that useful to have around as an ally if they're just going to get weaker and weaker, especially as that can actually cost us in wars when they just constantly go and get their troops slaughtered. So we will have to keep our eye on it and see how things go. We'll get an opportunity. We will take something from them. We are not at our force limit at the moment. We could quite easily have 2 smaller armies right now, 2 15 stacks, which probably makes sense, actually. So let's go ahead and... there we go. So one of the guys has left the military coalition against us already, which is one of the small guys up the top. That's fantastic. Let's just go ahead and split these guys into 2. Split them in half. And I'd like to get both of them up to a 15 stack. There we go. Dang has left the military coalition as well. So what I'd like to... So 10, 2 and 3 cannons. We don't have enough manpower, which is a problem. I hadn't thought about that. I'm going to disband... I'm not going to disband you for now. We'll keep you both at the correct stacks, actually. Vijayanagar has left the military coalition. Prod Bandar has left the military coalition. Alright, the military coalition has disbanded. Excellent. Excellent. Jalavad, you are allied to... nobody. Oh, you're my vassal. I forgot Jalavad was my vassal. That's what I wanted to do with those. I wanted to feed those to Jalavad. I could feed these to Jalavad. We don't need to still be sucking. Let's bring you back. Because those guys are no longer in. So I want to see if I can declare a war on you. We do have claims. In more coastal provinces. Do you have any allies? No. Makes the most sense to try and take them now. We can go through all of our allies' territory. Let's just wait a little bit until these guys get their extra dudes. You can have another leader because we should have a second one. We've got Lucas there. In fact, which do we want in our attacking army? I guess Afro is fine. Let's recall that diplomat. So you are going to start drilling. And you're just waiting for your extra cannons. And we'll go over there and we'll take this and we'll feed it to these guys. I guess we can go back to working on outraged countries. Because we are about to try and grab some more land. So it'll be worthwhile doing it this way. And we will give these two provinces to Jalavad. Let them deal with it. Looks like Jampur are finally starting to get their act together. There we go. So these guys are going to go and group up. We'll leave the other stack around for rebel squishing. Let's move over here because we can move through the territory here if we need to. So we will probably take some manpower losses in doing this. I fully expect that to happen. They're trying to improve relations with us. Our attitude towards them is actually friendly. But we own their cause anyway. So we might as well go down there and take it. I don't see any point in waiting here. Let's just go and declare war. Our vassals will come in. So we know we can go through here because this territory all belongs to our vassal. So we'll just march straight through there. Still want to take that next admin group if we can. So they're going to try and sneak around. Should be able to move in there because it is my vassal's territory. Okay, we've now got a rebellion that is on 80%. Mostly around Malwa. So yeah, if one pops, it's probably going to be up here. Let's move you up. We'll turn the fort on and we'll put you not in the fort. Just helps us cover some of the extra provinces. So, Javelad are going to lose that encounter mostly because they didn't actually have any morale when that fight started. But we can go over here and get the drop on that army. So that is what we'll do. That was a stat wipe. The guys down here don't have enough men to siege. So we'll go and do the siege for them. And then we can give them those two provinces. That should be fine. We do have a free diplomat. We're still working on people to try and keep them happy. Keep them out of the... coalition. But there isn't actually a coalition at the moment. You've managed to spawn an extra troop from somewhere, haven't you? Not sure what you're going to do with that one guy. Let me just go and split this regiment in half, or this army in half. And we'll just march over here and catch this one stack. I just want to try and stop them from doing anything. And I guess we can just go and block both provinces and stop them, because they are actually recruiting something else here. There's 2 units queued for production. So we'll just go and put a unit there and stop it from spawning. And then, yeah, that's it. 2 provinces to siege. These ships here will become rebels, I think, or pirates. But that'll be fine, because it won't really affect us. So there we go. We've got that province done. Let's bring you guys back. Potentially help out over here if that rebellion does spawn. It's on 90% now. I'd just prefer to have the extra manpower there. There's another conversion done. We do unfortunately have to keep going with the conversions. There's the rebellion. The rebellion did actually spawn in Malwa. Now, I had just sent these guys to the province. I think these guys are going to be okay, though. We can go ahead and turn this fort off. Save some ducats. We won the war. Unfortunately, well, the battle. Unfortunately, we did take some losses. Idar gains 10 liberty desire, and their opinion of me goes down, or we lose 5 prestige and legitimacy. Prestige and legitimacy is already in the toilet anyway. Losing a little bit more isn't going to make any difference. Our truce with Bermanis has ended. We may declare war on them. Excellent, except they're allied with Delhi and Rarakantha still. We have won this siege down there. Excellent. So let's just go ahead and turn these over to Jalavad. They can have them. And then we will peace out. It's 100% war score, so we'll take those for you guys, and we'll have any money you've got, which is only 35 ducats. That will give us no extension, some aggressive expansion. With Rarakantha, isn't going to make any difference. Dang, a little bit. Vijayanagar hate us anyway, so let's go and send the demands. Oh, those ships just disappear. That's interesting. I know that if a nation has troops left when they cease to exist, those troops just become rebels. But I didn't know what it did with ships, so that's quite interesting. So we don't have to do any coring there, which is great. Unfortunately, our tech cost is going up because of the institutions penalty. Oh, we're not paused? We are paused. Malwa gains a claim on Jampur. We've already got some claims on Jampur and stuff anyway. Or we lose stability. Jampur's not going to like me, but we are still sort of sucking up to them, I think. They still like me mostly. Our improved relations is at 100. Allied to rival. So you're rivaled with Orissa. Okay. Improved relations, denied aid, aggressive expansion, prestige over border. That'll go away. I think it'll be fine. They've got a claim on one of my... they've got a claim on one of my provinces anyway. So what was I doing? I was attempting to look at the institutions. So yeah, we are a long way away from getting any of this stuff, and we're going to be paying the price for it. I mean, we could just go and raise development. Always raise development a little bit. But I think our weight, we will be paying over for the tech, but I think that'll be fine. Out of manpower again, which is nothing unusual. That's sort of par the course. Jampur's opinion of Malwa drops even more. Or we get some local unrest and some reduced local trade power. Yeah, we'll take that. I do want to keep Jampur around just for a little bit longer. They're not... They are actually allied with the Timurids. So even if I did break my alliance with them, I can't just basically go straight after them. I've got to be careful there. We could go and take the reduced land maintenance modifier there. So we actually have a double land maintenance modifier reduction. I mean, it would help. We do want to sort of finish those economic ideas off. But I would like to get the next level of tech, because we are falling behind. It'll give us more states, which we don't need. It'll give us courthouses. we do want to try and grab it. So that's what we will try and do. Let's carry on then. Another potential rebellion. This is in Thalma and somewhere that I can't pronounce, which are basically... which ones are those again? These ones here, so... Let's move the bigger army down. I think I'm actually going to move both armies down, simply for the fact that there's a river between them. And whichever side they spawn, we're going to end up taking a river crossing. So let's go and put one army on either side of the river, just for when they fire. And yeah, we need to sort of keep our eye on what land we can grab. I mean, these guys are both our vassals. That's good for us. I might integrate. I might integrate Jalavad. Let's get that right. I might integrate Jalavad as soon as they've finished these cores. They probably have been a vassal long enough. They're a little bit outraged with us, actually. Let's go ahead and start improving relations there now to get that done. Age of Discovery is ending in 121 months. I've never before, since they added this, have I got through a game where I hadn't even been able to buy one of these. I just never managed to get enough Splendor to buy a single one of them. Which is pretty bad. And some of these are useful. Improved war taxes and things. Never mind, though. You kind of deal with what you get, so... I'm happy with the way things are going so far. I think it was quite a tricky start. It could have gone better. This whole campaign would have probably been a lot easier if we'd have started not being rivaled to Bermanis and Vijayanagar. But I think considering we are, and obviously Delhi to the north, who are also quite big and powerful, I think we've done fairly well there. Delhi probably absolutely hate me. Yeah, they're my rival. So it's not like I could even get friendly or even try and get friendly with any of those guys. It'd be great if I could get one of the bigger ones on side. Sind are only rival to Rarakantha. They're hostile towards us. It's mainly due to aggressive expansion. They do want some of our provinces. Well, Idar's provinces, I would assume. Baluchistan don't hate me, but they're not that useful, I don't think. Gain 0 manpower. An event, a helping hand happens. Jampur's opinion changes by 25. Sure, 75 even. Sure, let's gain 0 manpower. But it looked like it was a positive modifier. Anyway, we're over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. More progress was made. We gained a couple of provinces, if nothing else. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.